Hi, welcome back to Google Analytics Basic Principles. Okay, so in this particular lecture, I'll be looking at installing Google Analytics Tracking ID on a website. Okay, now we're up at the main dashboard of Google Analytics. So this time this is a live dashboard on an actual store. Again, you can see on your right hand side there's 0 people in the store because it's just a test store, just so I can illustrate my point. So the very first thing you want to do is create a Google Analytics account. But basically all you need is a Google ID. So you just get a Google ID and then you go into the Google Analytics platform and you'll be able to log in. So it's as simple as that. So once you've got a Google ID and you're in Google Analytics, this is what you'll see. But you won't have any particular account attached to it, so it won't be tracking any particular website until you go through this process I'm about to show you. So the very first thing you want to do is go to your bottom left hand corner and click on this tools icon here, and you'll get something like this. So because I'm already in an account, you might see certain information that you might not see the very first time you come to this, but the main things are you'll be able to create an account. So that's the very first thing you want to do. So you simply go into create an account, and most likely you'll want to hit website there. So you just put an account name, so whatever name you want to call that account, and a website name. So this is not a URL, just a website name. So down below it says website URL. So this is the exact URL for your particular website that you want to track. In the industry category, that could be anything. Just find the nearest one to it and select it, and that's what you have to do. Again, put the time zone in, GMT, whatever time zone you're in, and that's all it is. I mean, you can leave them all ticked, and you hit get tracking ID, and that's all there is to it. So I won't do that because I'll need to create an actual account. So what I'll do is I'll show you what the next screen looks like. If I go back into my account I've already got, if I click on tracking information and tracking code, so this is what you'll see if you hit and get tracking ID. So it's these 2 bits of information that you need. First you need the tracking ID, which is just that little line there, and then you need this tracking code here. So it depends on your website. Some of the websites, you know, the sort of the website builder that you made your website from, some of them you'll need to put this full snippet of code in to the header tag on your code, or you just put the tracking ID in. So as an example, I'll show you a Shopify website that I added this onto. So let me just go into that website. So this is the back end of my Shopify store on my dashboard. So if you're using a Shopify site, all you do is you go into online store, then you select preferences, and you scroll down, and that's it there. So you can see that exact tracking ID that was up here, the snippet of code. You just cut and paste it or copy and paste it on here, and that's all you have to do, and then hit save. And from then on, Google Analytics will be able to track anyone that went to your Shopify store. So just to show you this in action, what I'll do is I'll go back into the Google Analytics, and I will go into real time, and I'll go into overview. So let's wait for that to load up. So you can see there's currently no one on the store right now, which is what you would expect because it is a test store, and it's password protected, so that's as far as anyone will get if they type it in. So I will go into that website right now. Okay. Right, so that's me in the front end or the front page of that website. So if I go back into Google Analytics, and there it is, just as I went there, you can see it suddenly went to a 1, and down here you can see it's on the password page. So if I scroll down, you'll see that's where I am, and it's tracking me. So as soon as I went on that website, because I had that little snippet of code on from Google Analytics on my Shopify store. The minute anyone goes onto that my Shopify store, Google Analytics tracks them. So you can see this is live right now. If I came from a specific sort of referral site, campaign, and so on, you'll see that information here. You can see some more information, traffic sources on the left hand side. But as soon as someone's on and then they're off again, then all information will be stored under audiences. But I'll show you that later. So that's it from this particular lecture. So just to show you the basics of how to install it on a store and how you can see the functionality of it, how it actually works, and you can see it working in real time. Okay, so that's the end of this lecture, and I will see you on the next lecture.